Hi, I'm back. This is video number three, part three for Wednesday, April 29th. In part two, in video number two, I wrote a lot of stuff on this small board. I try to get as many sentences on the board, but in the process, I think I wrote them a little too small and I had too many sentences, so I had to rush a little bit, and maybe it wasn't the best explanation. So what I did this time was I wrote a few more sentences, but less number of sentences, and I wrote them a little bit bigger. And I wanted to just go ahead and review this one more time. I know that present perfect. You probably experts by it now already, but I wanted to do this one more time and just finish out this week's videos on present perfect. Okay, so again, simple past, specific time reference, and present perfect, non-specific time reference. Okay, so they're both past ideas, but we use simple past with specific time references, and we use present perfect for non-specific time references. And we have numbers 1 through 9 here, and I wanna go through each one of them and see whether we should use simple past or present perfect. Okay. All right. Let's start with number one. It says Maria, right, in English. Maria blank to the gym once this week. Okay. So do we use simple past or present perfect? Simple past or present perfect? This one is a little bit tricky, okay? I'm going to give you a little warning, okay? Maria went to the gym once this week, okay? Now, again, if you put simple past, which is what? Be verb, let's just be verb. Maria what? Maria, if you use simple present, it would be what? I'm sorry, simple past. If you use simple past, what would it be? You would say Maria is third person singular, so you have to put was, right? You would say Maria was to the gym once this week. Maria was to the gym once this week. Does that sound right? No, it doesn't, right? Maria was to the gym once this week. No. So you would not use was, okay? Remember, this is specific time reference, right? It's specific time reference. But because there are many weeks, but there's only one this week. But it says once this week, so we don't know. We don't know. We don't know which day of the week. Okay, which day of the week that is. Okay, so even though it's one, this week is a specific week. It says once this week, so it makes it kind of confusing. When during that one week. So you would use Maria has been, okay? Maria has been to the gym once this week, okay? All right. Now, if you want to say Maria was at the gym once this week, that's fine, okay? Americans, we say like that too, okay? So, I know sometimes we're splitting hair. I mean, we're talking about, minutia, but the best way is Maria has been to the gym once this week. Okay? All right. So present perfect. All right, how about here? She blank on Monday. She blank on Monday. She blank on Monday. And the verb is go. So if you use present perfect, it would be what? She has gone on Monday. She has gone on Monday. Remember, Monday is specific or non-specific? It's very specific, right? Monday is one particular day in a week, right? So this is a specific time reference. So you want to use simple past. So she on Monday. What's the past tense of go? It's irregular, right? Go, went, gone, right? You want to use past tense. So you would say she went. She went on Monday. Okay? All right, number two. Sarah blank to a museum before, okay? And you want to make it negative, not be, okay? Sarah not be to a museum before. Sarah not be to a museum before. Okay, so what's before? Is that specific or non-specific? Before. So when is before? When is exactly before? We don't know. That's why we say before. Sometime in the past. We don't know exactly when. This is not specific. This is very non-specific. So you want to use present perfect. Okay. So how do you make negative present perfect with the verb be verb? You say Sarah has not. Sarah has not been to a museum before. Okay. Or if you contract, Sarah hasn't been to a museum before. Okay. So because of non-specific time reference, we want to use present perfect. She hasn't been to a museum before. Okay. Number 3, we blank to Six Flags. You know what Six Flags is? Okay, it's an amusement park. It's a big park with lots of rides like roller coasters. Okay, that's Six Flags. Okay, we have one in Georgia too, right? Six Flags over Georgia. Okay, so we blank go to Six Flags. What is that? What is that? What is that? We what? It does not have a time reference, right? Doesn't have a time reference, right? So if it doesn't have a time reference, okay? If it doesn't have a time reference, what do? We would say we have gone to Six Flags, right? We have gone to Six Flags. We have, because if there's no time reference, okay, you would just say we don't know when, so we just say we have gone to Six Flags, okay? But what if, because we don't know, Now, if you say we went to Six Flags, that's fine too, okay? But generally, if you don't have a time reference, you just say we have gone to Six Flags. But what if the time reference was yesterday? If I put yesterday there, we have blank to Six Flags yesterday. All right, then we would put what? Yesterday is very specific, right? There are many days, okay? Many days in the past, millions of days, right? But only one yesterday. So you would say past tense of go is again went, okay? So we went to Six Flags yesterday. If you put yesterday, you want to put when. If there's non-specific time reference or no time reference, you can go either way. You can but I would put present perfect with no reference. Okay. So here we blank ride the roller coaster 6 times. Okay. So what is this? Okay. All right. So this happened yesterday, right? This happened yesterday. So we rode, right? This is the irregular verb. Ride, rode, ridden. So we would say we rode the roller coaster 6 times. Okay. All right. So we rode the ride. Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Number 4. What's they? They blank negative not go to a library in the past. Okay. So in the past is very non-specific. Very non-specific, right? Okay. In the past. When in the past? I don't know. I don't remember exactly. That's why it's in the past. Sometime in the past. It could have been 1 week ago or 20 years ago. Okay, so it's very non-specific. That's all in the past, right? So they, you want to use present perfect. Negative go is what? They is have, right? Third person plural. They have not, and past participle of go is gone. They have not gone to a library in the past, okay? Or if you want to contract to say they haven't gone to a library in the past, okay? All right, number 5, John. John blank, vegetables on Friday, okay? John, okay, verb is buy, right? John buy vegetables on Friday. Friday, is it specific or non-specific? Friday, again, just like Monday, is very specific, okay? So you want to use simple past. So John John bought vegetables on Friday, okay, and then he blank make soup last night. What's last night? Is it specific or non-specific? Okay, many nights in the past, right? Millions of nights, but only one last night. Okay, so you want to use a specific time reference, simple past. What's the past tense of make? It's irregular, right? Make, made, made, right? So he made soup last night. I'm sure he made vegetable soup, right? Because he bought vegetables. He made soup last night. Very good. All right. Number six. They blank dance at nightclubs many times. Okay, where's the time reference? Okay, it says many times. That means what? Means more than once, right? Many times, and didn't tell us when each one of those times, right? All right. So what is it? That's very non-specific. Okay, many times. I went there many times. I did that many times. Many times. We don't even know exactly how many times, and we definitely don't know when those times happened, right? So it's very non-specific. You want to use present perfect. So dance is what? Regular verb. So they have what? They have danced. Past participle. They have danced at nightclubs many times. Very non-specific. So you want to use past present perfect. All right, and then they blank on Saturday. They dance on Saturday. Okay. All right. So Saturday. Okay. So it's going to be past tense. So it has to be when you say Saturday. Which Saturday? Last Saturday, right? So it's very specific. So this one is just regular simple past. Okay, regular verb. Just put a D, right? They danced on Saturday. All right? All right, number 7. He blank not played tennis before. Okay, it's negative. He not played tennis before. All right. Before is what? Before is non-specific, right? Before what? Before when? Okay, when is before? Sometime in the past. Okay, so never played, right? So you gotta say what? Negative. Non-specific, present perfect. He has. Okay, you put has because it's a he, right? Third person singular. He has not. And plays regular verb. Just put played, right, for the past participle. Okay, he has not played or he hasn't played tennis before. Okay, before, non-specific, present perfect. Okay, they played this morning. How about this morning? Is this morning specific or non-specific to you? This morning. This morning, okay, there are many mornings in the past, right? Every day has a morning. But there's only one this morning, okay? So this is very specific, so simple past. Simple past. They played this morning. They played tennis this morning, okay? All right, number 8. Okay, number 8, okay? All right, so this one, what do you think? Okay, there's a word since. Remember since? Okay, when do we use when do we use since? We use since with present perfect, right? Remember, present perfect is normally for non-specific time reference, right? But when we use since or for, we can make present perfect tense very specific, right? So it says since Sunday. That's very specific, okay? Okay, but instead of using simple past with the specific reference, we would use present perfect because this is the exception. When you use since or for, like for 3 days or since Sunday, when you use since and for phrases at the end of these present perfect tense, we use present perfect. Okay, so you will say what? You will say you have what's text? Past participle. Texted, right? You have texted me 3 times since Sunday, okay? So especially this one, because it says 3 times, okay? So, we don't know when, okay? Even though it's since Sunday, we don't know when those 3 times happened, okay? We're not sure. So it's still kind of non-specific because of 3 times. But when you use since, you can use present perfect, okay? So you have texted me 3 times since Sunday, okay? All right. And then here, you blank or you invite me to a party in your last text, okay? So is this specific or non-specific time reference? Okay? Think about this a little bit. Okay? In your last text, okay? Remember 3 texts, okay, since Sunday, but on the last text, okay? What is that, specific or non-specific? Okay? Something happened on the last or in the last text. Okay? Now, okay, so this is, language is kind of, language, okay? Sometimes it's difficult, it's confusing. Okay, so we don't know normally when in general, we don't know when somebody writes you letter 3 times or you go somewhere 3 times. But when you say in your last text, it's one particular time, okay? It's a last text, okay? I mean, they didn't say exactly when in this sentence, but we assume, we know when that last text was, okay? So even though it could sound like it's non-specific, it is a specific time reference, okay? Because it's your last text, okay? So, nowadays you got a smartphone, okay? A long time ago we didn't have smartphones, but, that's why we can text, and when we see the text, we know exactly when that text was, right? So, anyway, it is confusing, present or present perfect. Like I said, it's not going to make a big difference if you use either one and all these things. People, they're not going to stop you and arrest you and send you to jail. Okay, we're not going to have grammar police come out and arrest you. But in this sense, since it's your last text, that's considered specific time reference. So you would just put simple past form here. Okay, so you invited me to a party in your last text. Okay, I know it's confusing. Okay, but that's how language works. Okay, all right. The last sentence. Okay, number 9. I be to the zoo. Okay, last number. I be to the zoo a few times. Okay, what's a few times? What's a few times? What's a few times? Is it specific or non-specific? Right, that's non-specific. A few times, again, just like many times, several times, that's all non-specific. We don't know exactly when. We just know a few times. We just don't know when, okay? So it's non-specific, so we use present perfect. So you say, I what? It's a be verb. I have been to the zoo a few times. And the last sentence is what? I take my son there 2 weeks ago, okay? So 2 weeks ago is specific or non-specific? Is very, very specific, right? 2 weeks ago. Ago. It's a moment or point in time. When you use ago is, okay? So it's very specific. So you put what? Simple past of take, irregular verb. Take, took, taken. I took my son there 2 weeks ago. Okay? I hope that was helpful. Okay? I hope that was helpful. Okay? Now, I should have had a nice view before I erased. Anyway, a lot of this, when you get more and more fluent, it would just, sound better one way and not as well in another way. Okay, so it'll come eventually. Okay, so if I said we played or have played soccer on Saturday. Okay, let's see. Would you say we play soccer on Saturday or we had played soccer on Saturday? Okay, you would say you play, simple past, because specific time reference. And if I said before, you would say we have played soccer before. Okay, as simple as that. Very simple. Okay. So I think by now, you guys are experts in present perfect and definitely in the past tense. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and don't forget to text. Okay, that you watched the videos and you finished them. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Okay, bye bye.